You think Zeus rules this world, but you're wrong. I am Poseidon, and I control 70% of your planet. Every ocean, every sea, every drop of water obeys me. Your precious land is just islands floating in my domain. Let me tell you the real story they don't want you to know. My father Kronos swallowed me alive when I was just born. I spent years in his stomach, surrounded by darkness and acid. That's where my hatred for the surface world began. When Zeus freed us, he promised we'd divide the world fairly. But that was the first of his many lies. The famous lottery for our kingdoms was rigged from the start. Zeus had already decided I would get the ocean. He called it a gift, but it was exile. He banished me to the depths while he claimed the sky. I built my palace in the deepest trenches of the ocean. No sunlight, no warmth, just eternal blue silence. But in that silence, I discovered something Zeus never understood. The ocean connects every corner of the earth. While he plays king in his empty sky, I control the lifeblood of your planet. Every river, every raindrop answers to me. I started small, sinking merchant ships that carried Zeus's temple offerings. Their screams echoed beautifully in the depths. I bred creatures in the abyss, monsters to serve my will. Krakens, sea serpents, things with no names haunting your nightmares. My trident doesn't just stir waters, it shakes the very foundations. Every earthquake is me reminding the world who's really in charge. I've swallowed entire civilizations beneath the waves. Atlantis was just my most famous tantrum, but there were others. Humans built their cities by my shores, thinking they were safe. They never realized they were building on my mercy. When Odysseus blinded my son Cyclops, I showed him true helplessness. 10 years lost at sea was just the beginning. I turned his journey home into an endless nightmare. Every wind, every wave, every storm bent to my vengeance. The greatest hero of Troy learned to fear the sound of waves. He begged forgiveness, but the ocean never forgets. When they chose Athena's olive tree over my salt spring, I flooded their lands. Wisdom means nothing when you're drowning. Every time they chose someone else's gift, I reminded them why they need water. Crops died, wells ran dry, rivers turned to mud. I picked sides in their wars, not for justice, but for entertainment. Watching heroes drown was better than any theater. My tsunamis could end any siege in minutes. But where's the fun in that when you can watch them suffer longer? When I took Medusa in Athena's temple, she punished the victim instead of me. That's when I knew gods have no justice. From Medusa's blood came Pegasus, beauty born from horror. Even my worst acts can create something magnificent. The ocean floor is littered with bones of women I've claimed. Each one thought she could resist a god's desire. But power without love is just endless emptiness. Every woman I touched turned to fear or fled my presence. My children inherited my rage, but not my power. They became monsters, outcasts, reminders of what I'd lost. I created life, but couldn't nurture it. Every son I sired either feared me or tried to overthrow me. For centuries I slept in the depths, but your industrial age woke me. Your ships, your oil, your plastic poisoning my realm. You turned my beautiful oceans into garbage dumps. Every piece of trash is a personal insult to my dominion. Your scientists call it climate change, but it's my response to your disrespect. I'm melting ice caps, raising sea levels. Every tsunami in your news is me expressing my displeasure. Japan, Indonesia, Thailand learned my wrath firsthand. Your hurricanes carry my name, my signature of destruction. Katrina, Sandy, these storms dance to my rhythm. You build seawalls thinking concrete can stop me. But water always finds a way, always returns to claim what's mine. I'm changing the chemistry of my waters, killing your precious coral reefs. Beauty dies when I'm not respected. Your fishing fleets return empty-handed because I've hidden my creatures. No fish will feed those who poison their home. Every cargo ship crossing my domain does so by my permission. One wave from me and global trade stops forever. Your oil rigs drill into my flesh, stealing my blood. I've sent storms to topple them, spilling black death across my waters. Your internet travels through cables on my ocean floor. One gesture from me, and your connected world goes dark. Your submarines are toys in my realm. I could crush them like tin cans in my deepest trenches. You've explored less than 5% of my kingdom. I keep the rest hidden because knowledge is power. In my deepest trenches lie cities older than your civilizations. Technologies that would make your science fiction reality. My creatures obey my every command. Whales, sharks, jellyfish, all waiting for my signal to strike. One word from me, and every beach becomes a killing field. Box jellyfish, blue-ringed octopus, cone snails ready to serve. I paint my waters red with toxic algae when I'm angry. Your seafood becomes poison, your beaches become graveyards. I miss the days of pirates, when humans respected my power. Now you think technology makes you masters of my domain. Your cruise ships party on my surface while dumping waste below. Such disrespect demands punishment. You've created islands of plastic in my Pacific realm. These floating garbage patches are monuments to your stupidity. My whales sing songs of sorrow, their bellies full of plastic. My turtles mistake your bags for jellyfish and die. I'm bleaching my coral reefs white as bones. When beauty dies, hope dies with it. I'm unleashing the water trapped in polar ice for millennia. Your coastal cities will learn to swim or drown. Venice, Miami, Manhattan, all sinking slowly into my embrace. You built empires on my shores, now I reclaim them. Small island nations disappear first, swallowed by my rising waters. They are warnings you refuse to heed. Every major port will become my territory again. London, New York, Shanghai, all will bow to my tide. Your mighty aircraft carriers are just floating toys to me. One rogue wave and your navy becomes my collection. Every naval battle in history happened because I allowed it. Pearl Harbor, Midway, Trafalgar, all choreographed by my will. The Titanic sank because humans boasted it was unsinkable. I taught them humility with one iceberg. Your new super ships will share the same fate. Size means nothing when you disrespect the ocean's master. My ocean floor is humanity's largest graveyard. More people lie in my depths than in all your cemeteries combined. You think salt water is all I control, but you're wrong again. Every drop of fresh water came from my domain originally. I can turn your fertile lands into deserts by refusing to send clouds. California's droughts are just my gentle warnings. Or I can send too much water, flooding your cities with my wrath. Houston, New Orleans learned this lesson recently. You poison my rivers with chemicals and waste. I'll make that water undrinkable, forcing you to remember my value. I'm lowering water tables worldwide, making your wells run dry. Soon you'll beg for every drop I provide. Your desalination plants amuse me. You steal my salt water and think you've beaten me at my own game. Future wars will be fought over water, not oil. I'll watch nations destroy each other for my gift. I'm warming my waters to kill your coral reefs and change weather patterns. Every hurricane grows stronger in my heated embrace. I can redirect my currents, plunging Europe into ice age while roasting other continents. Your climate depends on my mood. I'm making my waters more acidic, dissolving shells and bones. Your seafood will disappear as my creatures die. When my plankton die, everything dies. I control the bottom of your food chain, and thus your survival. My phytoplankton produce most of your oxygen. Disrespect me, and you'll suffocate on your own pollution. You dream of escaping to Mars, but you can't survive without my water. Even your spaceships need my gift. I work with Luna to control your tides. Your moon is my partner in demonstrating celestial power over Earth. Every cloud, every raindrop, every snowflake dances to my rhythm. I am the conductor of Earth's water symphony. Your bodies are 60% water, all of which came from my domain originally. I could reclaim it any time. The salt in your blood matches my ancient seas. You carry part of my ocean within your veins. Life began in my waters billions of years ago. Without me, you would never have existed at all. I guided evolution in my depths for eons. Every creature that crawled onto land was my gift to the world. You have a choice: respect my power or face my wrath. I've been patient for too long with your species. My kingdom spans every ocean, every sea, every body of water on Earth. No other god commands such territory. From my throne in the deepest trench, I watch and wait. Remember, I control 70% of your world. The next time you see the ocean, remember who's really in charge. Your survival depends on my mercy, not your technology.